Okay, hi all, good morning. So before I proceed further, although many of you have attended the demo classes today, but uh, does anyone have any question? Means from recording perspective or any doubt? Do you have anything? How the recording will be shared and all those things? No questions? Okay. So this is the agenda. Means during the course we'll be covering all these topics, and this is sufficient to crack data engineer, data analyst, SQL developer, or any other SQL related job profile. Sorry, data related job profile. Okay. Yesterday we have taken the demo session. In that session, I have explained you. I have shown that how you can create a table and then how you can insert data. Hope that was clear. And then we have shared. Today was 16th. 1 minute. Okay, so this is the assignment I have shared yesterday. So maybe those who have joined late, so I did not be able to work on this. Not able to join. Someone has messaged not able to join. Okay. So this is the assignment question I have shared yesterday. So before I proceed, any question, anyone on the topics what we have discussed or the process related anything? Hope my voice is audible.
Yes,
Sir, it's
Yes. No questions you have?
no.
Sir, your structure includes select function as well.
Select.
Yeah.
Select is the basic thing. It will be there. It's a basic.
Okay.
Without select, you cannot do anything in SQL. That's a
Okay.
basic.
Yeah.
And date function?
Date function, I have mentioned yesterday that we don't cover date functions. Most of them are ready-made one, simple one. But if you want, I will share a few of the common date functions. Not an issue. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, fine then. So this is a few assignment question I have shared. So in this format, on an average, you will be getting daily 10 assignment questions. Some day it can be 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, like this. Okay. And before 12, we try our level best to share assignment, hands-on notes, recordings, and this workbook, which you have seen yesterday. These 4 documents will be shared with you on a daily basis. Before 12, we try our level best, but sometime because of some issue, it might get delay. Okay, but we try our level best to share with you as soon as possible. Okay.
Yeah.
So I will, I'm not sure how many of you get a chance to work on the assignment question. I will do one thing. You again try to work on this assignment questions. I have shared now because many of you have joined late, you are added late. So although I have shared assignment question right now in the group, you work on it. And if you have any confusion, any clarification, we will discuss this question today. And this is the format we will follow down the line, that we will start the class with the assignment question discussion. And please make the session interactive.
Yeah.
Feel free to ask question. Don't worry, don't be shy that okay, this is silly question or foolish question. No question is foolish, no question is brilliant. You should ask whatever is coming in your mind. Fine then. Quickly, I will give a recap of what we have discussed yesterday. So this is the table we have discussed yesterday. That table is some object where you can store data, and I have told you it is like our house, right? If you want to stay, we have to construct a house. Similarly, for table, this is a table where you can store your data. So to create table, the syntax is create. Okay, you have to write create table. The moment you will write create table, your engine will understand that the user wants to create a table. Okay, and then you have to write the name of the table. Suppose I want to create a table with the name employee. I have to give that name. Is there any restriction on the name of the table?
No.
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 There is no restriction. You can name a table with any name, whatever you want. But the only restriction is it should not be your reserved keyword. Okay.
Keywords.
What are the reserved keywords? Reserved keywords are those keywords which SQL engine has a special meaning. It is like a code word for them. They will understand what they have to do, like create, table. These are the reserved keywords. Engine will understand. And please avoid all these things that why Tanvir this is in pink color, why this is in black color. I will answer all these things down the line. Okay. These are known as reserved keywords. Like create, I have written. The engine will understand that, oh, I have to create something. Then you have a written table. Engine will understand that, oh, I have to create a table. Okay, sorry. So then you have a written employee. Guys, please go on mute if you're not speaking. And then you have a written employee. Employee means is the table name which you want to create. Okay. So here I want to create a table with the name employee. Now in this employee table, these all are the columns. Okay. In this table, I have 5 columns: ID, name, salary, department, and location. In a table, is there any restriction on the number of columns?
No, but
No restriction.
normalization is required.
In the table, there is no restriction on the number of columns. I have worked on a table which has more than 100 columns, or which can have 2 columns as well. There is no such rule that in a table how many columns you should have. But there is a concept of normalization. I know many of you don't know that, and that is not a part of the SQL class that we cover in ETL class. But if time permits, I will tell you what is normalization and why it is suggested not to keep more number of columns in a table. Okay. See, in each and everything, always there is a best practice. That's a good habit. Like it is a best practice, no? That is a good habit not to eat junk foods, right? But we eat that. It is not like if you're eating junk foods, the government will issue a challan, right? It is not like that. But it's a good habit not to eat junk foods, eat healthy foods, right? Similarly, in SQL, we have certain good practice that you should do this. It will enhance the performance. So you have to take care of all this stuff. And I mentioned yesterday that we don't share notes. Why? I request you guys to prepare your own notes. Whatever you study from this class, after the class, just take 10 to 15 minutes or 20 minutes is sufficient. Make some notes that what you understood. Okay. And that will be good for you if you're going to revise after the class. So overall, you have to spend at least 2 hours on a daily basis after this class. Then only you will be benefited from this session. Very frankly, I'm telling and very honestly. Otherwise, if you think you will just go through the lectures, it is just you're wasting your time. Okay. So after the class, you have to spend 2 hours, at least 1 hour or 1.5 hours. You have to work on the assignment, and then you have to prepare a notes for your understanding. I'm telling in whatever language you want, in whatever fashion you want, you can hear that. So 1 month, just give a full dedication. Okay. And within 1 week, you will feel the difference, guys. And SQL is in huge demand, trust me, in IT industry. And for non-technical guy, freshers, this is a shortcut path, I'm telling you, to enter IT industry. And then once you enter the IT industry, then you switch to whatever domain, whatever technology you want. But this will give you a ticket to the IT industry. Okay. So these are the reserved keywords. Create table. Reserved keywords are those keywords which have a special meaning. In SQL engine will understand what they have to do. These are the reserved keywords. This employee is a table name, and these all are the columns: ID, name, salary, department, location. Then we studied yesterday that the columns in which you are going to store numbers, that column you have to mark as INT. INT, it is a data type. I'm not teaching data type, what it is data type. We have a separate class. In that class, we will discuss in detail about data type, why we need data type, why we have to inform the SQL engine beforehand that, okay, what is the data type of this, right? So net, when you want to store numbers in a column, you have to mark it as int. ID is a number, right? So I have marked it as int. For name, it means wherever you have alphabets, you have to mark it as varchar 50. This I will explain you down the line why it is 50, not 100, why 30, and all this stuff. Then salary, what you will mark it?
INT.
INT, because in salary you will store numbers, right? Department, what you will mark it?
Varchar.
Varchar
Varchar.
50. Okay. Location, varchar
Varchar.
50. Okay. Fine. Then give semicolon at the last and then run it. To run, you have to select this and click on this run button. The shortcut is Control Enter together. Okay.
Hello.
Table is created. Now, if you want to see the structure of this table, that the table is created correctly or not, if you want to verify it, which command you have to use?
Describe.
Describe.
Hello?
DES.
Describe.
Yeah.
DES.
Yeah. Hi. Yeah, Sachin. Are you telling
Hello.
something?
Hi,
Hi.
I'm David. I just joined. Did I miss
Yeah.
the first 8 minutes? Can you do a download for me? In case.
Sorry, David. What are you telling? You have missed.
Yeah, I just joined. I think you're already in the middle of something.
Yeah, we started at 7, David.
So I'm not able to join the link. So did I miss on anything right now? Or
No,
you just
nothing.
started?
Nothing as such you have missed. Nothing as such you have missed. Okay.
All right.
I will repeat that quickly. Okay. But just try to follow up. I will repeat that once again. Okay. Not an issue. But I will request, I understand that there was some issue with the joining process for the David. Maybe the link was not working or something else. But down the line, I will request everyone to be on call at 7 a.m. sharp. Let's respect the timelines of everyone, right? So now to check the structure of this table, whether it is created correctly or not, you have this DESC command. Okay, DESC stands for describe. Okay, and then write the table name. So this will show you the structure of this. You see the structure. You have column ID, name, salary, department, location. So it is showing, engine is showing that in this employee table, I have this columns, ID, name, salary, department, location, correct? You have got all the 5 columns in this table. Okay. The second part, which is null, ignore it. We will discuss about this down the line. And the third type means it will show you the data type. If it is integer, it will display it as a number. So not an issue, both are same. If it is varchar, it will display it as a varchar2. Both are same. I mean, you write int or number, they both are same. You write varchar or varchar2, they both are same. Why it is same? We will discuss all these things on the line. Any question? Anyone?
No.
So far we have seen, yeah.
Yes.
And practically, when we say we can create table unlimited, right? So it based on table space, no?
Yeah, correct. You
Yeah,
can
okay.
create n number of tables in a database. Now, in a database, we have a concept of table space and a schema. So I don't want to go into those details as of now. Maybe we'll discuss all these things on the line. Okay.
Okay.
One more thing, like many times it will happen. You are asking a question, okay, and suppose like I'm teaching, suppose this having keyword, okay, and you have some confusion in delete. So I will not be teaching you delete then. I will continue having only. I will tell you that when I will come to delete, then I will explain you this. Okay. So please make a note of that question that, okay, Tanvir has told when he will reach this delete clause, then he will explain that. And once I am discussing this, please trigger your question again. You ask that question. Tanvir, you have told that once I will cover this, I will discuss it. But sometime what happened, you have some interview or you got stuck in a project and that is related to this delete command. In those cases, what you can do, once the class is over, at 9, the class will be over. You stay on call, okay, and then ask that question. So once the class is over, you can ask any question. I will answer it. But what happened during the session, maybe if I will jump from one topic to another topic, So first of all, that will disturb the flow, that will break the flow. And secondly, that those who are very new to SQL, they will get confused about the flow, that how directly they will move from having to delete. What is the relation between them? So this creates a problem. We have seen all these things in the previous batches. So, but you are free to ask any question. And if you have any specific requirement, either you have interview or you're getting a stuck in project, you connect with me, stay on the call, same bridge, and you can ask question. Hope that is fine for everyone.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so, so if you want to see the structure of a table, you have to write DESC and the table name. This will give you the structure. Okay. Shall I proceed further? Any questions so far?
No question.
Okay. Now you have created the table. What next?
Inserting the data.
Right. Now you will store data. That is the purpose of creating table. No? You want to store data. Why we are constructing house? Because you want to stay there. You want to live inside the house, right? So similarly, you have created the table. We have seen the syntax that like this, you can create a table. This is the simplest syntax I have shown you. When you're creating table, there's a concept of primary key, foreign key, integrity constraints, check constraints. So all those things I will teach you down the line. So don't think that Tanvir has missed those things. No, we will discuss it. Now to insert data, what we have to do? To insert data, what you have to do? You have to write insert. One more thing. This create, I have written in which case? Lowercase. So it is your wish. You can create, you can write this in uppercase, lowercase, camel case, mixed case, whatever you want. SQL will never bother you for that. So you will observe that sometime I will write something in lowercase, sometime in uppercase. So don't worry about that. Okay. So to insert data, first of all, you have to write insert into. So the moment you will write insert into, your engine will understand that, oh, user wants to insert some data. So this insert into is a reserved keyword. Okay.
Yes.
So insert is a reserved keyword, into is a reserved keyword. Now, if you are talking about user defined keywords, so your table name, okay, like for this case, it is employee, it is user defined. User defined means user has all the flexibility. They can keep any name, whatever they want. If I want, I can create a table of my name as well. Create table Tanveer, create table India, create table physics, create table tiger. Everything is allowed. You can try all those things. Okay. Then your column names, these all are user defined, like here ID, name, salary, department, location, these all are user defined. Okay. So you want to insert data. In which table you want to insert data? Employee table. So you have to write this table name, employee table. I know I'm repeating all these things, but because we have few new participants, so quickly I will cover this. And those who have not attended the class yesterday, demo session, I will suggest you to please go through the recording. So first is ID, then suppose name is Raj, salary I'm taking as 250, department I'm taking as tech, location I'm taking as Delhi. Okay, and then give semicolon at the last, and then again run it. One error has occurred. This error, you see, sometime you will see this error. Okay, so sometime what happen if you will keep this platform idle for a long time now, although it is not idle for a long time. So sometime what happen, this will be disconnected. So in that case, copy your code. Okay, don't keep it, and maybe it will be lost. Copy your code and again refresh it. Okay, there is some internal server error. Let me check it again. Oh, okay. 1 minute. Let me log into the other platform. Just a minute, guys. I need to log in on the platform. Life cycle. Okay. Server is done now it seems. I think the server is down. This is a live session. No?
Same for me as well, Tanvir. I
Same
have
for
also
you?
seen.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have an internal server you're getting as well, right? Okay, so
Correct.
maybe they're doing some maintenance on that, not an issue. I will show you on this SQL Server platform. Okay, they both are same. Don't worry. Okay. So that's why I've copied the code from there. Okay, now see, this is SQL Server platform. Now you might be thinking earlier, Tanvir, you have shown Oracle platform. This is Microsoft platform. They both are almost same. These are like different vendors. Like I told you, you have Tata car, you have Honda, Hyundai, or whatever car you have. If you know how to ride a car, you can ride a car of any company. You all agree? Same thing. These are different vendors only. Microsoft is
Yes.
one vendor. Oracle is another vendor. Okay, these are vendors. So once you know, you can practice on any platform. Hope it is clear. Any question?
No.
Shall I proceed further?
Yes.
So here you see again, I will to create a table. Same syntax. I'm running it. Nothing. No change. I will execute it. I will share you the path how you can download this. But if you want to download, you have to download in your personal laptop. But the previous one, Oracle, what you have shown, you can, that is online. So you can practice even in your official laptop. That doesn't need any specific configuration. So this has one. You can download this from Google. I will share the link. From there you can download it. Okay. It is throwing some error message, right? Any idea why this error message is coming? There is already an object name employee in the database.
We cannot create the same name with the two tables. Yeah, that is
Actually,
already exist.
actually, in this database, yesterday I have created one employee table. And as per the rule of SQL, you are not supposed to create two tables with the same name. Okay. That is why it is telling that you have already created a table with the name employee. So for that, what to do, guys? Tell me.
Remove employee, just any one of the table name.
Now, one way is to remove the table which I created yesterday. Correct. That is the one way. Or second method, any idea what to do?
Replace employee with any other name.
Or give any other name for this. Okay, I think it is up now. Let me check once. It is up now. Okay, yeah. So here we have created. Let me check if it is there or it is deleted from this schema. Oh, you see, when it will log out now, so this table will be deleted automatically. So be careful on this platform. Again, I have to create this employee table. Okay, table created. Check the structure. The structure is there. Any question?
No, sir.
Anyone, any question? I know it's very beginning, so you might be having questions. So feel free to ask question.
So can you repeat what is reserved keyword for?
Reserved keywords are those keywords which SQL engine has a special meaning. Like I have written create here. The moment you will write create, engine will understand that, oh, I have to create a table. So it has been programmed in such a way to understand what task it has to perform. So those keywords are known as reserved keywords. If you see this list of keywords, what will be studying down the line, all those things, these all are reserved keywords. The moment you will write, engine will understand what it has to do. Hope it is clear.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
Sir, in INT, you didn't do data type size. Is it fine?
Mangesh, still, I'm not sure why your voice is echoing or you are on a speaker. I studied as well. I was struggling to understand. What you're telling, can you repeat?
Sir, in
INT?
INT, you did data type size in WordCamp 50. So,
Can anyone tell me like what Mange? If you have understood, can you?
His voice is not clear, sir.
Yeah,
Yeah, his voice.
Hello, sir.
I think he
Hello,
could
sir.
actually type rather than asking that.
Mangesh, you better type it. Sorry, we are unable to understand what you
I
are
have raised
speaking.
my
Maybe you type it. Okay, I will give the answer for that. Okay. Okay, so now we are inserting record. So this is the syntax to insert the record. Okay, one row inserted. Now, if you want to verify whether the record is inserted or not, what you have to use? You have to write select star from
Or from employee.
employee. So whenever you want to check the data in a table, your table name is employee. So right now I've inserted this record, correct? Now I want to verify whether this record is inserted or not. So for that, what I have to do, I have to write select star from employee. Now check the data. The data is inserted. So here select, when you will write select, engine will understand that the user wants something from me. User is asking for some data. This is also reserved keyword. A star, the meaning of a star is you are telling I want all the columns. I want all the columns. From which table? From employee table. Clear? Now suppose if you want to insert one more record. So what you have to do? Suppose I want to insert one more record with ID 2 and suppose name is Abdul and he's earning 350 and department is, again he is also from tech and he is also from Delhi. Okay. The one row inserted. Now select a star from employee. Now please verify the data. Record is inserted.
Yes, sir.
Right. So Mangesh, for INT it is not required. Size is not required for INT. For varchar you have to give the size. Okay. Okay. Although we will discuss separately the data type in detail. So right now I will suggest you guys don't do any research on this. So just wherever you have the column where you want to store number, mark it as INT. Where you want to store alphabets, mark it as varchar 50. We'll discuss in detail about this. Question so far?
No, sir.
No question. Now suppose let me add one more record with ID 4. Okay. And suppose this is Abraham. And it's earning salary 400. Is from HR. It's from Texas. Okay. One row inserted. Let me insert one more row. Five. South 600. HR. Suppose is also from Texas. Now check the data. You got this data. Any questions so far?
No, sir.
Yeah, sir, I have one.
Yeah. Tell me, sorry.
What if we have to undo this table? If we have to remove one of this table, one of this row?
One of this record. Oh, good question. So Salik has asked that, okay, fine, Tanvir, you have inserted this record. Or maybe suppose by mistake I have inserted this record Abraham and I want to delete it. Is that your question, Salik?
Yes, yes, sir.
So in that case, Salik, when I will come to this delete part, you can see like we have this delete keyword. So when I will reach this, when I will discussing about this, I will tell you. But yes, that is possible. Many times it happens that you have created a table, you have inserted record, and after some time you realize that, oh, this value is incorrect. Suppose you mentioned here 400 and you realize that, oh, this should be 500. Or maybe you realize that, okay, this Abraham is no more with the organization. He has left the organization. Let's delete it. We have all those options available. We will discuss all those things on the line.
Okay.
But very valid use case. Okay.
Okay.
So fine. So far, any other question, anyone?
No.
No. Okay. Now a star, what I told you about a star?
We are asking the data to read out the information, whatever we inserted from the column, all the information.
You see, a star means all the columns. The moment you will write a star, no, engine will understand that, oh, user wants all the columns. So it is showing you all the columns, ID, name, salary, department, location. But suppose your management is telling that, no, just show me the location only. Okay, so for that case, just write the location. Location from employee. This query. Select location from employee. I'm executing it. What is the output?
Yes,
You are
location.
getting only location. Okay. Tell me one thing. Why you are not getting ID, name, and department here? ID, name, and salary, department here.
Because we want only location, so we only ask the data about location only.
Correct. Because you explicitly you have mentioned that I want location. That is giving you location only. Now you understood what is a star.
Yes.
Clear, everyone? The moment you will write a star, engine will understand that user wants all the column by default. And that is why it will display you all the columns. Clear?
Yes.
Now you can ask question that then we know not location only. I want the employee name and their location, both the things I want. So in that case, what you have to do, you write name and then give comma location. So it means the engine will understand that user wants name and location both. Okay, let me run this. Please verify the output. Now you're getting name and location only.
Yes.
So SQL engine will give you this freedom that whatever you want, you just write that column name, it will fetch you that information. It is exactly like suppose you went for shopping. If you want shirt, the salesman will show you shirt only, right? If you want trousers, they will show you trousers only. Correct? But if you go to mall, so it is open, everything. You whatever you want, you go to that section, you can do you can look into this whatever you want. Everything is on the same platform. Correct? So that is like a star. You can look into that and whatever you want, you can pick it from there, and finally you can go to the billing counter. Hope it is clear. Any question?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Okay, now I will quickly tell you that how this is internally executed by the engine. That is very important. Try to understand it. So each and everything what we'll be studying down the line, we will try to understand that internally engine, how it is executing it. And that is very important to write the complex SQL queries. See, this is the table. Is it visible or shall I zoom this? How is it now?
Good, sir. No.
Little bit zoom.
How is it now?
Little bit zoom, sir.
Hope it is better now.
Yeah. Okay, sir.
I will recommend everyone, suggest everyone that please try to log in using your laptop. I agree that maybe few of you are traveling, you're going to office and you're connecting, so that is fine. But if possible, try to connect to session using your laptop. Okay. So this is the employee table. Okay. So now you see I have executed this query. And I have shown you that we got this output. This is the output. Let's try to understand when you're executing it internally, what is happening. Executing in the sense when I clicked on the run button, internally what is happening. Okay. First of all, your engine, a lot of things happens. Okay. So first of all, I will tell you the simple one, or the very high level. I will explain you the what exactly goes on internally. Okay. First of all, your SQL engine will check that syntax is correct or not. Syntax in the sense, suppose I forgot to write here comma. Okay, I missed comma. I'm executing it. What happened here? It has given only location, although you have name as well. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now suppose I have given comma, but here I have written FRO only. Now I will execute it. Error has occurred again. I think it got disconnected. 1 minute. One more column. Guys, please, if you have any question, you ask. Okay, if you will message, I don't prefer to look into the message. That is distracting as well. Keep on asking question. Okay, Platform is open, don't
Okay,
worry.
just a question.
Yes.
Can you explain the color coding of the characters there?
Color
Why it is
coding-
red, why it is pink?
I told in the beginning itself that ignore the color coding part. Okay. But generally, on the licensed version of this Oracle or Microsoft SQL Server, when you will work, the colored part, maybe like in pink or blue, it will be like, let me show you here. Sometimes it is in pink or blue. That will be the reserved keyword generally, but don't go with, there is no such rule for that. That is why I told in the very beginning, ignore the color code. Okay, that doesn't make any sense here. Is that fine, David?
Oh yeah, so the only way to check the syntax is to run and see if this is coming up or not.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Suppose here I removed M from this. Okay, so I'm running this. It has thrown error message. Why? Because you have not following the correct syntax. Is that
Correct.
clear?
It's not compiled. Yeah. Correct.
So when you will run the query, it will first of all check the syntax is correct or not. Or suppose what I have done, I have written this table name before from. So again, you are violating the syntax, correct? Let me run this.
Right.
Again, it is throwing error message. So you have to strictly follow the syntax. All the syntax of SQL is very simple. Don't mug up all those things. You will remember down there and everything. Yeah.
Hi,
Any other
All right.
question? Yeah.
Wasim here.
Wasim.
I did attend late because something was urgent from my company. They called me. So,
Okay.
how much topic you have covered in the last?
That's simple. We have explained how to create table, how to insert data, and then how to fetch the stack data. You can go through the recording. Okay, it's very simple.
Okay, no
Okay,
issues.
nothing much. But if you're getting stuck, you let me know after the class. We can
Okay.
discuss it. Okay.
So you have shared yesterday's class practice file. No?
Yeah, it's there in the group. It's there in the group. I have shared today as well.
Okay, sure.
Okay. So when you will execute this, the engine will check the syntax. So you have to follow the syntax. Hope it is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Apart from syntax, engine checks semantics as well. What is the meaning of semantics? Suppose I am executing this. What is throwing error message? Any idea?
Table or view does not exist. Like table name is incorrect.
Correct. Have we created any table with this name?
No, employee spell is correct.
We have created with name employee double E at the last, right? So this is known as semantics check. Engine will check whether the data which you want from the table, whether that table exists in the database or not. Have you created any table with this name? No. If you have not created, then how engine will fetch the data from that table? Or suppose if I will write person, it is throwing error message. Why? Have you created any table with the name person?
No.
No. So if you have not created, that is a common sense. How engine will fetch data from that? So engine will check first of all these things. Or suppose what if I will run this? What will happen? Any idea? Why?
Because
Why
age is not mentioned. Insert data.
Because in this employee table, we don't have age column. Have I added any age column? Can you find any age column here?
No.
It is not there, right? So that is why when I will run this. Shivaji, are you telling something? Okay, so let me execute this. So it is throwing error message, correct? Because age, we don't have age column in this table. So your engine will first of all check this, that whether the user is following the correct syntax or not. Syntax means the rules and regulations of SQL you are following correctly or not. Then SQL will check whether you are following the semantics. Semantics means the table name which you have given is correct or not. The column is present in that table or not. Then it will, after that, then it will proceed. Hope it is clear so far?
Yeah, one question.
Yeah.
Hello. So when you're selecting the columns from the employee table, although we did not give the column name in the insert syntax, how is it referencing from somewhere? The column name, I'm talking about the column name. So you're extracting the data from the column, let's say something like a name or something like that, but we did not give that command in the insert. How is it identifying?
Are you asking that why this is throwing error message for this age? Is that your question?
So in your 20th row, you're just inserting values in the column, right? But nowhere you're giving the column name. But you are selecting the column name from this. How is it referencing?
So actually the SQL engine has this intelligence that, okay, if user has passed this value is for the columns of this table. It has that intelligence. It will understand it.
It does not have to be defined when we are.
No need to define. No need to define.
Okay.
But if you're interested to define, you can define as well, your wish. But it is not mandatory.
Okay, if we want to define, how would we define this? Can you show?
Let me show you that. Yeah, sure. I think I have discussed this yesterday, but let me explain.
I'm sorry, I did. I will verify.
Not an issue. Not an issue.
I did not present yesterday.
Not an issue. Suppose I want to add ID, name, and salary only. Suppose I want to add only 3 values. Okay, let's assume. And the values are like ID is 6, and let's take name is David, salary is 700, department, let's take it sales, and location is Bangalore. Okay. Now, okay, let me delete this one. Here you see how many columns I have mentioned: ID, name, and salary. Only 3 columns, correct? So in this case, you have to pass only 3 values. Okay.
Right.
So engine will understand that user wants to pass only for ID, name, and salary. So ID is 6, name is David, salary 700. Let me run this. Record is inserted. Now please verify the data. Select a star from employee. Check it. You have David 700. But why this department and location is showing blank here?
Because you did not define there.
No values given.
Because you have not defined it, right? That is why it is blank. But if your question is that, Tanvir, show me one example where I can give all the values. So similarly, you have to mention here department and location. Okay, let's take one new example. Suppose this is 9. Okay, and this is Kapil. And salary is, maybe take it as 900. Okay, and department is sales. Location is Hyderabad. Okay, now run this. So is inserted. If you want to cross verify, use check, select a star from employee. This will show you all the data. The check for Kapil, we got the data.
Okay.
Is this clear, David?
Yeah, so despite you explicitly mention that or not, it will still retrieve the column names, right?
Correct. Your wish.
Okay.
If you will not explicitly mention this column name, engine has that intelligence. He will understand that, okay, in this employee, I have certain columns. In those columns, user wants to insert this data. Clear?
Okay, done. I have some questions, but I'll keep it for a little later because on the redundancy side, I'm sure.
No, you ask. Don't worry. If it is relevant to this topic, you should ask.
No, what I'm talking was, let's say your column has some values and the other column also has same values. I'm talking about the values are same, not the column names are same. Then how would it retrieve if you're not mentioning the column?
Actually, what happens? No, the engine goes with the placeholder. Placeholder in the sense it goes with the sequence. First ID, it is with the first sequence, then name, then salary, then department, then location. The moment you will write 1 here, so this 1 is at the first position you have given, no? So automatically the engine will mark this against ID column. Engine knows that. If you are given Raj, it will mark it against this. Raj is at second position you have given. So this will be mapped to name. 250 is third position. Salary is at third position. It will map to salary. Have I answered your question?
Okay, but if the values are same, let's say if you're saying the first, it's referencing the first column, then it is going to second, third, and fourth. The values on the first and fourth, if the same, would there be a redundancy in the data?
No, that is not a redundant data. Let me give you one example for that as well. Suppose, let me insert one record here. One more thing, guys. You might be thinking that Tanvir has now inserted a record here. You should insert after this line. No, there is no such rule. You can copy and paste your code at anywhere. Okay. Suppose here I want to insert ID 11. Okay. And suppose the name is Rajesh 250. And this is again cells. And this is suppose Mumbai. What I will do for this, I will change the sequence first of all. Okay. Suppose this Rajesh I will keep here. And 11 I will keep here. It means name I have kept at the first position and ID at the second position. Okay, David?
Yeah.
Fine. So when you will execute this now, so engine will understand that, okay, user has kept Rajesh at the first position. It means user wants to map Rajesh to which column? ID column. Okay. You have kept 11 at the second position. So engine will understand that user wants to map 11 to name. Okay. Now I'm running it. Okay. Check the output. It is throwing error message. Why? The reason is you have given Rajesh at the first position. And at the first position you have, okay, let me complete. Please don't interrupt. Let me complete. So you have kept Rajesh here at the first position. Here you have ID here, correct? So engine will try to map this Rajesh to which column?
Numeric.
ID column, right? And ID column is numeric, integer. So in integer column, engine will never accept this alphabet. And that is why it is throwing error message.
Tanvir. So if I give
Mohsin, 1 minute, sorry, 1 minute, hold on. David, is this clear to you first of all?
Yeah, that is clear. I think my question was not that. My question was.
I will come to that. You asked that if the two columns have the same value, then what will happen, right?
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
I will come to that after this. But first of all, is this clear?
That is clear. It's defining what kind of data type has to be there. Yeah.
So this proves that engine follows the same sequence. It will map this to the first column sequence. It will map this to the second column sequence. Okay. Now, suppose I understood that, okay, this is because I have mapped this Rajesh to the ID column, first position. ID is integer and this is alphabet. Alphabet will not be accepted in integer column. So I thought, okay, I have done this mistake. So let's keep 11 here and Rajesh here. Okay. Now, you're asking that suppose this Mumbai location, I kept this as well cells, right? Is that your question?
No, not that. So you have two different, let's say 20th row and 21st row. You have integer as value 11, right? You've given there.
Correct.
I'm also giving on 21st and 22nd also as 11 and 11 and 11. That becomes all the three columns. First value would be 11. So which means
1 minute. Let me insert 3 records. So you want this 3 to be 11, 11. Okay. Correct.
Yeah.
And what about name? Shall I give some other name?
Yeah. Some other name or same name. So ideally, my question was, if the values are repeated in each column, would SQL, when you run independently as a table, would this retrieve the same data or would it show redundancy?
Okay. First of all, let me repeat what you're asking. You told like Tanvir, I want 3 records, and suppose all these 3 records have the same ID.
Right.
Then what will happen? That is your question.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Nothing will happen. First of all, engine will execute this. Let me show you this. 11 Rajesh 250 cells. Check the output. 1 minute. 11 Rajesh is inserted successfully.
Right.
Okay. Right. Then engine will insert the second record. This will also be inserted successfully. Record is inserted. Check the output. 11 Rahul. We have 11 Rahul as well. Now then 11 Mohan will be inserted. Check the output. This is also inserted. Okay, fine. If your question is, that Tanvir, it is fine, this record is inserted, but this is not a valid use case. How it is possible that three different employees have the same employee ID? Maybe is this what you're asking, right?
Exactly. Yes. So that's what I meant by redundancy. Yes.
For that, we have to give a constraint here, primary key constraint. So when I will teach you primary key constraint, so while creating the table, you have to give that constraint. Okay, primary key. So in that case, if the same ID you're trying to insert again, then engine will throw error message.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, I will explain that primary key after some time. Let me show you just a glimpse of it. Okay, see, this is the primary key. I have to mention that, then it will not accept that value again. Okay. Hope I answered your question, David.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, thanks.
Okay, good. Yeah, Mohsin, you're asking something.
Yes,
Please go ahead.
yes. So Tanvir, if I specifically give the column names in some other order and then define the values in the same order. Earlier, like use case where you put a Rajesh in place of ID, and if I define the column names before values, and in place of ID, I give like name first, then ID. So would it work?
It will work, but in that case, what you have to do, let me take this example. Suppose this ID is 12, okay, and name is Mohsin. So suppose if I will keep this Mohsin in the beginning, this is what you are telling, right? So first of all, I have shown you this, that this will throw error message, okay, because Mohsin is at the first position. At the first position, you have ID. ID data type is integer. You are trying to insert alphabet. Engine will not accept it. But still, if your question is that no, I want to insert in this fashion only, I want to keep name first, what to do? In that case, what you have to do here, you have to define that, okay, the first one is name, and second one is ID, third one is salary, then it is next one is department, and then maybe this one is location. Hope it is clear.
Yeah.
Now let me run this. Record is inserted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
Any other question? No problem.
Tanvir, could you please show the table for that? Because we have given the column name in different sequence, but when we run execute the table, then what will be the sequence of that? It will take the same which we define in the while creating the table.
Now, you are correct. Good question. That Tanvir, here you have changed the sequence. Sorry. That Tanvir, you have changed the sequence here. What it will be about data, in which fashion it will be inserted in table. In table, it will be inserted in this fashion only. Why? Because your ID is 12. Name is Mohsin. Okay. Let me show that. Please verify this. ID 12, name Mohsin, everything is in that same structure only.
Okay, it means it will take the sequence of what columns we have defined while creating the table. Okay.
Yeah. It will take the original table format only.
And one thing, could you please show that coding?
Okay, sure. Which one? This one.
At I think department and location you have used the cells. So here we need to take care now while inserting the values, we are inserting the proper or relevant values in the particular column, right?
That you have to take care, obviously. But engine will not throw this error message. Why? Because you see, engine will check here. This is your department. This is varchar 50, correct?
Yes.
It will just check that user should give here alphabet. In alphabet, whatever you want, you give here. Engine is not bothered about that. It will just check whether that this should be alphabet. That's all. Is that clear?
Yes, thanks.
No problem. Any other question, guys? Anyone?
Sir, it's not a question. Basically insert into employer whatever values you are giving. For suppose now you're put a arrow on the sales. Okay, Rajesh 250, second Rahul 250, Mohan 250, and then after select star from employees. Okay, sir. And if you run, if it is giving a output bottom. Okay, and each and everything when you are inserting into employee values, you are submitting that and checking the row is inserted or not, right? Instead of that, if I know the program and I'm continuously processing insert into employee Rahul, Rajesh, Mohin, and directly I clicked on select star from employee, will it display the output, or every time I should insert and check the?
No. You see, this is just for the teaching purpose. I'm telling you one by one. Okay. But in your project, if you have all this data, run all these things in one go. Just select
done.
all these things, click on run. This all will be inserted in one
Yes,
zone.
yes.
No need to
That's my
insert
question.
one record, then check the data, insert another record, then check the data. No, this is because I'm teaching, So for that purpose, I'm showing you one by one. But when you're working, and you see, most of my assignment questions, you see, if you see here, no. Let me show you one example. Suppose this is also implying. 1 minute, let me show you one thing here. Okay, yeah, see this one, this example. Okay. This is a table, right?
Yeah.
Create table shopping. So for this, what I will do. For this entire table, see, first script is create table, correct? And
Yes.
after that, all are about inserting data. Okay.
Yeah.
So here you see everything. Just you have to take care. You have to put this semicolon at the end. This is mandatory. I will run everything. I'll first of all select. Selected everything?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now click on run button. Now check
Right.
this. It has created table, then it's inserted all the records in one go. If you want to verify the data, you just select a star from shopping now at the final. Select a star from shopping. It will show you all the values.
Yeah.
Now check the data. Clear?
Yes, clear.
Okay, any other question, anyone?
Yeah, I have one question. So, in real, practical usage, do we use the same way for creating rows?
No.
I'm sure this is not the efficient way, right? How it is
For
done?
creating
Like,
rows, for creating table you are telling, or for inserting record you are telling?
I mean, inserting records. Like at large,
Hmm.
like if I'm I have a database, I am maintaining a database. So usme I will be inserting, multiple tables. So yeah, so basically, like at bulk, what is this the process, or we do something else there? Like it seems a little tedious, right? Right. Is there any other way also? Like I'm just asking very basic question.
No,
How
good question. Very
practical?
valid question you have. I understood your question. Kaushik, right?
Yes.
Kaushik. So Kaushik has asked a very valid question that Tanvir, here you have 6, 7, 10 records. So you are inserting it manually, it is fine. In my project, I have 1 million record. So it is not feasible that each and every record I will prepare this insert statement and I will do that. You are correct. And that is not the realistic scenario. In those cases, we have a concept of bulk upload. Okay, you have to keep all the data in Excel sheet. And from there, you can directly upload it. Okay, so in project, if you're working, okay, and when you are importing the data, then there is a concept of bulk upload. We will load the data. The engine will take care of all these things. You don't have to prepare this insert script. But in the project, when you're doing data sampling, you want to insert few records for your analysis purpose or for sampling purpose. So this kind of insert script you have to prepare. And one more thing, in interview, they will never ask you a question from this insert because they know that for all this insert and everything, we have everything automated in the system. They will never ask question from this part. This is just I'm teaching you for your understanding. First of all, I'm showing you, I'm making a foundation that what is table, how to create table, how to insert data. But all these things, we have automated process nowadays. You have to click on that and the data will be loaded automatically.
Got it. Got it. Just last question on this. Will you be covering that part also, like in how we do it in multiple?
That part we don't cover in this session. Okay. But if you want, I will show you that. I have few examples. I cover that in ETL classes. So we will show you that, not an issue. Okay. So few simple examples we will show you.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure. Sure, sure.
But see, in interview, you will not get questions from this stuff, loading part and all those things. Mostly the questions will be from analysis, that write a query to fetch this data, apply this logic, this transformation logics. Okay. Hope it is clear.
Understood. This is part
Any
of
other?
this is not part of ETL process.
No, that's a part of ETL process. Loading data is one of the important part of ETL process.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Any other question, anyone? Okay, fine. Let's.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me. Hi.
Yeah. Hi, Tanveer. I just wanted to, know the relevance of describe function. You just stated in the second row, I guess, if I'm not wrong. So
Describe is just to check the structure of this table. See, I've written describe employee. This will show me the structure of table. Suppose this employee table, someone from your team has created this table, and you don't know the structure. You want to see how many columns are present, what are the data types. You can write DAC describe. It will show you the structure of the table. That's all about describe.
So does it works in SQL Server as well? Because
SQL
yesterday
Server,
I was getting an error while using this.
You have different command for SQL Server. I will ping you in this group, exec_sp_help, and then the table name. I will ping you that in that group. Okay. So few of the keywords will be different on Oracle and SQL Server. Hardly few, maybe 4 or 5 keywords. So don't worry about that. We will discuss all those things. Okay.
Thank you.
So Tanveer,
No
I have one question. Why we have written underscore? I am little bit confused on that. Why
Where I have written underscore?
SQL, you have written currently the SQL query to execute EX.
Tell me the line number. EXE is this one.
Yeah. Yes. Underscore. Yeah. Why we have written underscore? I am little bit confused on that. Yeah.
No, this I am not telling now. I told you that if you want to execute on SQL Server, you have to use this command, execute sp_help, and then the table name.
Yeah, so I want to know about underscore.
Why it is needed? Okay.
Yeah.
See what happened generally. I don't know the exact reason for this, why they have given underscore. But generally, when you are creating table name or I have to create one table for that. 1 minute. 1 minute. Suppose this transaction table I'm trying to create. Okay. Okay, this is the transaction table I'm trying to create. Let me keep the name as transaction 1. Okay, and this is the customer name. Okay, customer name. I'm trying to create this table. This is throwing error message. You know why? Because here the cust and name I have given a space. So this space is not allowed. You mean that cust name is one column name, right? But you are given a space, so a space is not allowed. For that purpose, generally you will see people will give underscore. Now you see if I run this query, it is created.
Correct.
Okay. So when you are creating a column name and if it has 2 words, so don't give a space in between. Either give this underscore or better give underscore. This is widely accepted. I think someone asked the same question yesterday on my personal window WhatsApp.
The executing select, we are using underscore in the SQL
executing
query. Select
means
if we have the select statement, then we are putting underscore. Such you have put right now excsp underscore.
You forget about it. That is why I don't discuss this thing suddenly. Forget nothing I've taught about that. Ignore it, guys. Okay. Fine. Let me proceed. Okay. So this is the table. If you want to fetch the data of location, you have to write location here. And let me execute this. You will get the location, right? If you want name and location, you have to write name, comma location. This will give you name and location both. If you want name, location, department, you have to write name, comma, location, comma, department. This will give you name, location, department. Clear, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I was actually teaching you this one. So we deviated from the topic that if I'm executing this name, comma, location, how the engine is working. Now listen very carefully. This is something very important. Order of execution. See, the order of execution is different and the way you write SQL query is different. I know this will be a surprise for you. You are thinking that you are writing query, you are starting with select, right? Then you are giving the column name, then you have written from, then you have written employee, correct? But actually this doesn't happen. And there is a reason for that. We will discuss all these things. First of all, when you will write this query and when you will click on the run button, engine will check the syntax and semantics that I've explained right now. Hope you understood it. After that, engine will start working on this query. In this query, first of all, engine will pick this from keyword. I know you will be surprised that why it will start with this from keyword. It works like that only. And there's a reason for that. I will answer all those things. Okay. In from, it will start with this from. After from, what you have written? Employee. So engine will understand that, oh, user wants some data from which table? Employee table. Okay. Then engine will search that table in the database, because in database you have a lot of tables. It will search it, it will find it, and it will make a copy of it in the temporary virtual memory somewhere. So far, is it clear?
Yes.
Any question? Okay. Now from part is done. So first of all, which keyword will be executed by engine? From keyword, always. Okay. Once it is done with from keyword, then it will go to select keyword. Then this will be executed, select keyword. In select keyword, engine will see that, okay, this is select. Engine will understand that, oh, user wants something. Okay. What columns user want? Tell me, guys.
Name and
Name and
location.
location. Name and location. Then engine will pick name from this. It will display you here. It will pick location from here and it will display. So final, this will be the output. This is the way engine works. Is this clear?
Yes.
Yes.
I know this is surprising that Tanvir, we are writing query. First of all, we are writing select, then we are writing from. But you told that first of all, engine will start with from and then it will write select. The opposite you are telling. Can you guys explain me why engine is starting with this from first of all? Why?
Because might be A, B, C, D, E, F. After that, S is coming later on, F sequence manner.
No.
It is
Tanvir,
for
It will first check for the table.
Sorry?
From which table will-
Yeah, first we need to have a table to select the data from.
to collect that column names, first needs to
Hmm.
identify the table from which table wants that columns or data.
So it's
Okay.
looking at the source data first, and from where it is shortlisting the specific data that it requires from based on the command.
Okay, good
Tanvir,
thought, very good.
Yeah, my thought on this, like I've seen in nested, sort of an where multiple things are there. Multiple, say for example, I'm using from keyword, then inside that I am using again a select statement, then maybe nested structure, right? So
That
उस
you're
case-
talking about nested subquery, right?
Yeah. So it's slightly, so obviously it makes sense to, go at the like for example, if I'm trying to understand some query, then I will just see the last part of that statement. Then only I will be able to understand. I mean, I know this is slightly,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay,
so-
fine. Okay, I will explain you why it happens. Now I have created a table person. This table also have name and location.
Yes.
Please check, guys. Is it there, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now tell me one thing. In your database, you can have a lot of tables. You all agree?
Yes.
Agree.
Yeah.
Now, this name column is present already in the employee table. I have created this name column in person as well. This is allowed. You can have same person name in two houses. Rajesh, in your house, maybe in your neighbor house, there is someone Rajesh. That is possible, right?
Yes.
Similarly, this name column is present in employee, name column is present person as well. Clear? Now,
Yes.
location is present in employee, location is present in person as well, right? Now, suppose if engine will start with this select name, comma, location. Don't you think engine will get confused that from which table I have to pick this?
Yes, well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Clear? So that is
Yes.
why first of all, engine will check the house, where to go. First of all, it will locate that house. House in the sense table. Then it will concentrate this table that, okay, this is my world. From this, I have to fetch data. Now in this table, then it will check that what are the name and locations you have. It is exactly same thing how the delivery boy delivers say, anything, any parcel in your house. First of all, it will check the locality, then the street number, right? Then the house number, then the flat number, then the tenant name. Clear? No, I think it's not clear.
Yes, clear.
It is clear.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
clear.
So that is why first of all, engine will start with the from clause and then it will go to the select clause. Okay, fine. Now here, this is how it works. Now here, I have written this query. Forget about this person now. Let's concentrate on the employee only. Now tell me one thing. My manager told me that Tanvir, I want only a name and I want only ID and department. Don't show me all this information. Okay. So tell me the query, how to get ID and department only.
Select comma department from
ID, comma department from which table? Employee table. Okay. Got it? You got the ID and department only? It is clear, guys? Okay. So from this, you understood that you can fetch all the columns or you can fetch the columns what you want. Okay. Engine will give you this freedom. Now, I have a question here. You can ask this question that Tanvir, you have kept ID first and then department, but I want to keep department first and then ID. Can you tell me what will happen with the output if I will change the sequence?
Same table will give the same output like previous.
Output will be same, just the sequence will again change. You have kept department at the first, so in the output you will get department in the first place and then ID. Let me show you this. You got department first and then ID?
Yes.
Yeah.
Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Now select is like your dining table. Okay. And the only task of select is to display data. Like how it happens. You bought something from market. After that, you will cook that in kitchen. Finally, you will serve on the dining table, correct? So select is like your dining table only. So what user wants, you will serve it there. Hope it is clear?
When we define the order of column is also defined. So if I'm doing select star, then same order will be maintained. But if I want to make some custom changes, then I have that liberty. Is that
Correct.
right?
You are right. You are right.
Okay.
You're right. Okay. Any other question, anyone?
Not a question, but slight confusion. Create table previously person, previous create table again employee. Both comparison side by side is there, and name location are different for person and employee. And you have selected from the first preference is given to from then select. So if create table you have given two instructions, which one will be identified very first, like which one will pick up?
Create table to instruction. Actually, I didn't get your question, Shashank.
Create table employee, like to 34 series 34 create table
34.
person.
Okay.
In the same way, another table is created in 35 in name of employee in the name of employee.
No,
and
give some other name. Give some other name. Suppose this is a student, okay?
Okay, student.
Because already employee
Okay.
have created.
Okay, in person name Vircher place some Rajesh is there and student is Raj, and location is Mumbai per person and student Vizag. And if you select star from, okay, and
No,
submit.
one minute. Again, I'm confused. 1 minute. Line number 34, this is the syntax, this is the statement you are telling, right?
Yes.
Okay. Line number 35, you want this only, the student and the same name and location, right?
Right. Two tables are created with different names. And
Different name, person and student, but they have same column name.
Okay, column is same or not, but tables are different, like person, student are different.
Then you want to insert data.
Yes.
Which table? Person table or which table?
Person table.
Person table. Okay, let me insert 1 minute. David. Location is suppose Delhi. Then this is what you're telling.
And then coming to student, some other name you can put. So whatever.
The student table.
Yes, student table. Rajesh or Raj.
Sorry to interrupt. So I think he is asking about the order of
No. Leave it. Let him complete. Yeah. Please continue, Mr.
Like
Shankia. Tell me.
Mumbai, Delhi.
Mumbai. Okay.
Okay. In order execution, previously you mentioned first preference it will give to from, second it will go to select. Okay. Now in this both you have given the insert into person, insert into student. Now which one it will choose when you click select star from?
Oh no, 1 minute. First of all, shall I run this query?
Yes.
If you will run this query, then first of all in the person table, David will be inserted, and then Delhi will be inserted in the location of person. Okay.
Yeah.
First of all, let me show this. I think this table I have created now. Let us start from person. It is there. Person, let me insert David Daly. So now in person you have David Daly. Okay.
Yes.
Now let me create a student table. The student table created. I've inserted it and the student as well. Okay. Okay, in a student you have Raj Mumbai. Now what is the question?
Okay, if you're not particularly mentioning star, select star from person, select star from student, and directly if you are putting select star from person comma student, does it will identify both the tables?
No, this will fail. This will fail. You have to give any one table in at once.
At one okay, but if you return, if someone is written, how to identify if it is showing error bottom, sir? For example, when you are giving output like this, and we are getting error, like sequence cannot be identified two tables. How to identify in a number of tables?
One minute. First of all, if you're giving two tables, that is the concept of joins. Joins I'm not teaching now. So far, for the next 1-2 weeks, we'll be teaching only one table in one go. So you don't have to use two tables at the same time. The 2 tables, 3 tables case will come when I will teach you joins. Clear?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, let me proceed now. Select a star from employee. So this is our employee table. Now in this table, suppose, now listen very carefully, okay. Suppose my management is telling that I want only those employees who are earning salary 250. Okay, here you see I'm getting all the details of employee, every salary. But my manager is telling Tanvir, show me the employee details who is earning salary 250. So here I have to apply filter, correct? So in SQL, where keyword, it acts as a filter. So you have to implement filter on salary column. What you want? 250. So you write salary equals 250. So engine will give you only those records where salary is 250. Please verify. Clear?
Yes.
Any question? Clear, guys?
Yes.
Fine. Okay. Similarly, if your management is telling that no, I want the salary 500, what you will do? You keep it 500 here. Why it is showing no data found?
Because 500 salary is not there in the table creation.
Because you don't have anyone with the salary 500. Is this clear?
Yes.
Yes.
If they're asking, I want a salary greater than 500. So what you have to do? Give the symbol greater than 500. So all these salaries are greater than 500.
Yes.
If they're telling I want less than 500, give this less than operator. It will show you all the salary which is less than 500. Please verify this.
Yes.
Any questions so far, anyone?
No.
It's simple mathematics operator, greater than, less than, equal to. Yes, tell me. No question, okay. If they're asking less than equal to 500, so give equal to sign, less than, equal to. So now see, do you have 500 now in the output? It's not there. Now if I will run this query, you will get 500 as well. Now see, okay, 500 we don't have in the record itself. Okay, so let me keep it 400. So now you're getting 400 as well.
Yes.
If you want greater than equal to 400, so you use this operator, greater than equal to 400. It will display you all the salary which is greater than equal to 400. Any questions so far?
No.
Is this semicolon always required in select any select statement? Is it mandatory semicolon?
Yeah, it's a mandatory.
Okay.
Any other question?
Is it only mandatory in this or like MySQL also? Like I remember.
See, actually it is not mandatory. You see, I removed that. I will run it when it will work. It is working, correct? But in most of the platform, you have to give this. So that is why not to confuse you. I explained that make it a habit, keep it. Because if I will tell you, don't give it. If you will work on Postgres, it will throw error message. Work on any other platform, it will throw error message. That is why make it a habit, keep it at the last. This is accepted on all the platform.
So for every statement like select or create everywhere.
Yes, every statement. Everywhere you have to give.
Okay, nothing.
Okay.
Like
You can check everywhere I have given this semicolon at the last.
Okay.
Is there? Please check.
So, but because we don't, since it is accepting without it also, what is the relevance or benefit of using it?
Sir, I told I told you no need to give here, you remove it. Okay. But why? If I will tell you that okay, it is not required, remove it. And if you will try on other platform like Postgres or some other platforms are there where it is mandatory to give. So in that case, you will get confused and you will get back to me that it is not working here. So that is to keep it simple. We teach that, make it a habit, keep it column. It is accepted on all the platforms, so not to confuse it. But if you want to not to give it, leave it. Don't give it. Your wish. Okay.
So this basic creation of table and simple select queries and all are same keywords for all of the most of the
all the platform, same thing will be work. Okay. Oh, and one thing I will tell you that if you are very new to SQL, please don't compare with all the platform now. You will get confused, guys.
Yeah,
Okay.
why I'm asking this because I was practicing on. I'm sorry to interrupt. Just asking because I was practicing so far on MySQL, very basic stuff. Just asking because, and this is my first class. I didn't attend yesterday's and I didn't see the recording also. So just asking that.
Fine, no problem. But if you are a fresher, new, don't do research now on the different platform. You will get confused for sure. But if you want, please go ahead, do research. I don't have any concern. I will answer all those things. But I have seen many students, they are practicing on this, then Postgres, MySQL, they're just doing some research. And that is of no use, just wastage of time. If you want, you can do that. That's not a problem. I have told you yesterday as well, there is 1% difference in the syntax. Like when you will install this SQL Server, okay, for the first time, this is not case sensitive. And Oracle is case sensitive with data that we will discuss today. Then again, you will ask question, Tanvir, why it is not case sensitive? You will get confused, you will waste some time in researching there and all those things. And the reason is by default, SQL Server is not case sensitive. Then you have to change that case sensitive part internally. You wasted your time without any profit, right? So that is why stick to this. But I'm not telling that don't explore other tools. If you want to explore it, if you're getting confused, come back to me. I will explain you. But that will create confusion to you guys. Okay, shall I proceed then?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So any question on this greater than sign, less than sign, equal sign, greater than equal to, less than equal to, is this clear?
Yes.
This is basic mathematics operator. If the question is, I don't want the 100 salary, show me everything apart from 100, you have to use this operator. This is known as not equal to. This is known as not equal to. I am running this, verify the output. Is this clear? Where is the salary? 400.
Okay. It's avoiding 400 and displaying remaining all lower and upper.
Yes.
Right, sir?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. What lower and upper you told? Okay.
I mean to
Okay.
say
Less
less
than
salary
400
and
and
greater
higher
salary.
than 400. Yes. That is what this is not equal to. You are telling to SQL engine, I don't want to see the salary 400. So it will
Okay.
display you all the values except 400.
Okay.
Clear? Okay.
And Tanvir,
Hmm.
what about the order of execution for this?
I will come to that. I will come to that.
Okay.
I'll come to that. For not equal, you can use this as well. This is also same as not equal. You're getting the same output?
Yes.
Okay. But I will recommend you guys to not to use this operator. It's the same as not equal to. Make it a habit of using this operator, because on most of the platform, this operator is used. This is globally accepted. And few of the platform, this will not work. Clear?
Okay.
Okay. Now let's think why this operator is not equal to. Okay, let's think about this. Okay. I have seen. Can you guys tell me what is this?
Number line.
Number line. Very good. This is number line. We all have studied in standard 10th, right? Now let's check this output. This is the query. Actually, this not equal to symbol, it is made up of two operators. Can you think and tell me what are the two operators?
Greater than.
Greater than and less than.
Less than.
Correct? So actually you are telling to SQL engine that I want salary greater than 400. Okay? As well as salary less than 400. Actually, this is the meaning of this query. But to make the students understand ready-made thing, people will tell that this is not equal to. But actually you mean here, I want all the salary which is greater than 400 as well as salary which is less than 400. Now, if you'll come to number line, this is your 400. If you will check the greater than 400, so it means you are selecting these values. Correct? If you're telling less than 400, it means you are selecting these values. Am I correct, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
So if you're selecting values greater than 400, it means this arrow. This is greater than 400. If you're selecting value less than 400, it means this arrow, right? So automatically this is excluded or not?
Yes.
That is why this symbol is used. for not equal to. This is the reason.
But it's not the case for the other symbol, right? That other one option.
Which other one?
Exclamation and equal to wala.
That is why I told you that is not used globally.
Okay.
I'm teaching you for this. Use this one. Okay. Hope it is clear.
Yeah.
One question on this. So can we, will it make any difference if I don't leave any space? If we can go back to that code, if we don't put space between salary and this operator, and so will it that is that
This space you are telling?
Yeah. No, if I don't put space,
It's working. If your question is this one, this one,
no,
right?
Yeah.
No. So you have to give some space. Even if it will work, the best practice is always give some space between two words or two operators.
Okay, that's fine.
Clear?
With
Fine.
If you put this space between the operator, so it will impact on your query.
This one.
This one.
This one. Still it is working, but you should not give a space. Keep it like this only. Okay. Any other question?
No.
Someone
Okay,
in
fine.
chat mentioned, hello sir, sorry for interruption. Someone in chat mentioned the symbol which you gave not equal to. In reverse, they mentioned and questioning if what if.
I don't see chat. That is what I told. Please ask question. Don't message me anything. I get distracted when reading the chats. If you have any question, please ask directly, guys. Don't mention the chat box.
Hello, sir. This is Mangesh.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, sir. I wrote the chat.
Oh, Mangesh, you have given in the chat.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not sure what's the problem with that, your speaker. Anyway, hello Tanvir, can you make it like greater than equal? Oh, this one. Okay. 1 minute. This one you are telling, right?
Yes.
Missing expression because it doesn't make any sense actually. Okay. Fine.
Yeah.
Now tell me one thing. If I will write like that, okay, no, 1 minute. I have not told the order of execution. No, 1 minute. You'll write salary equals 400. So you got this output. Now let's try to understand how the engine will work it on this. Okay. So now this is the query. Okay. Which keyword will be executed first?
From
keyword.
Select.
1 minute. From keyword means this one you're telling, right? Okay. And from keyword you have mentioned employee table. So engine will search for this employee table in the database. It will make a copy. It will keep into the temporary memory somewhere. So this is your table. Okay. From task is done.
Yeah.
After from which keyword?
Select.
No, where? After from engine will go to where?
Okay, from where?
You might be thinking that Tanvir, here you told after from engine will go to select, right? Here you're telling engine will go to where after from. The reason is here, do you have where clause here?
No.
No.
No. So from it will go to where after from. In where you have written salary equals 400. So engine will understand that user wants to apply some filter on salary column. So it will highlight this salary column. Clear so far?
Okay.
Okay. What salary you want here? 400.
400.
So engine will check each and every record. Is this 400? No. Is this 400? No. Is this 400? No. Is this 400? Yes.
Yes.
Then it will highlight this record. It will not select, it will highlight. So where task is done? Where task is done, guys?
Yes.
Okay. After where, which one is left out?
Select.
Select. Then select will be executed at the last. In select, what you have mentioned? A star. Star. It means the engine will understand that user wants all the columns. Star means all the column. It will copy all the column from here. And then finally, which record you have selected? Last record. It will copy it and it will paste it here. So finally, this will be your output. Please verify the output. You're getting the same output. For Abraham 400 HR Texas. For Abraham 400 HR Texas. This is how internally the engine works. It fetches the data. Hope it is clear.
Yes, sir. But here, one of the table you informed us from select because where is not mentioned, and next table from where select first preference, second preference, and third preference you cleared it. But there might be something before from also if you create another table like to or in, right?
I told you we are talking about one table only now.
Okay, sir.
I'm not talking about two tables. For the next 2 weeks, we're not talking about two tables at the same time, guys. So that
No, I'm
will
not talking about two tables, sir. Preference. Preference. Like you. No, first, now you have written very first from, okay, and select. Then after from where select. You explain the difference. Highlighting, right?
Tanvi, the question is whether again the order of the execution will change.
Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah, he want to know how we can proceed with the order of execution when there are some more things come in the picture.
Like any order is there, like now first preference you given to from, second where, third select.
Got it.
Is there any hard and fast rule that we
Are they talking about constraints more?
Like some more will be first, like now first preference is given to from. Might be there is something from before if you mention like in or to. First preference will be given to that.
A group by having window select distinct order by limit. See, this is the main order. Okay. How the engine works. So now here you can ask that why you have not given joins or not, because this is not in this query scope. Okay. In this query scope, after from, where is there? I have kept where. Then after where select is there, so I have kept select here. Is that what
That's it, sir. That yes, sir. That is my question.
So, but actually, we don't show this in the beginning because now you'll be thinking what is window, what is having, what all these things are there. So that is why we go one by one with each query. That okay, in this query, first this will be executed, then this, then this. Okay. But this is the overall order of entire SQL execution. It works in this fashion.
Yes.
Any other question, anyone?
No.
One question. So since we're working on only one table, you defined the data types as like integer, wildcard, and date. Can we also look for the data types Boolean and float?
When we'll discuss about the data type class, we'll discuss about that.
Okay.
Boolean, float, character, and date, timestamp, everything. Okay. Any other question, anyone? No. Okay, so this is how one filter salary is equal to 400 we have executed, and I hope you understood how engine works on this. Okay. Suppose now the question is that Tanveer, I want all the records where salary is in the range of 400 to 800. Okay. So in that case, what you have to write? You want all the salary which is greater than equal to 400. Okay, and operator I have not taught. Leave it. That operator I have not taught. Leave it. 1 minute, guys. Case sensitive, we will not understand now. Let's complete this. Okay. So I got all the salary which is greater than 400. So this is the value. Clear? Okay.
Yes.
Now here you can ask that Tanveer, I want all the salary which is not greater than 400. Let me take it greater than 200. Okay. All the records where salary is greater than 200 and the employees are from it's a case here, no? So case I have not taught, so you get confused. Okay, fine. So suppose the question is, I want all the employees who are from Delhi location. So what you will write? Location equals Delhi,
Yes.
correct? So please verify the output. Is this clear?
Yes.
Okay. Is this correct output?
Yeah.
No.
No, I guess there was
No,
another.
location only it should display.
So this is the output. Let's verify is this correct or not. Okay, so this was our, where is our parent table? One, let me copy the parent table. This is our parent table. Now, my manager asked me that Tanvir, show me the details of employee who are from Delhi. Okay, I have written this query, location equals Delhi. Do you think is this the correct output?
No.
No, why?
There are more
Delhi is
records
showing
from
more
Delhi
values,
location.
more than one value.
There is Abdul as well who is from Delhi, correct?
Yeah.
Correct, no? But I am not displaying it. So my manager asked me that Tanvir, it is fine, you are showing Raj is from Delhi. But I remember Abdul is also from Delhi. Why you are not showing Abdul in the output? Okay. Any idea why Abdul is not coming in the output?
Might be
guess
some
that
capital
case
letter is
sensitive
Uppercase.
capital
Good.
letter, small letter.
Because here location Delhi is all in uppercase, right? And here you see Abdul, this is the D is in uppercase, all are in lowercase.
Lowercase.
Got it?
Yeah.
So to solve this, what I have done, I thought, okay,
Small.
this is the problem. So I have changed this. I've written it like this. I've written this and I've shown this to my manager. That's it. Now see, you have Abdul as well in the output.
Might be we should write both, small and upper.
Sorry, I have bad throat. So I have shown this to my manager. That's it. This is the output. Now my manager is telling that Tanvir, this is fine. You are showing Abdul alone, but I want both the outputs in the same table. That Raj and Abdul both together. Is the requirement clear? What my manager is asking?
Yes, upper and lower case both Delhi we should mention.
Both we mentioned, right? Got it? So both we have to show. So if I am using this query, I am getting only Raj in the output because Delhi is in uppercase. If I am writing this query, I am getting only Abdul. But the requirement of my manager is he wants both Raj and Abdul in one output. Is the requirement clear?
Yes.
Okay. Is this clear to everyone? What is the requirement and what problem?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now to solve this,
The question was, is it because of the query that we've written, or is it because of the case sensitivity of the platform?
Case sensitive. Because
The
data
output
is
case sensitive.
because data is case sensitive. If you see, if I'm writing this Delhi, I'm getting this output only because here D is in uppercase, ELHI is in lowercase, right? If I'm running this query, this one, I'm getting this output because here everything is in uppercase. Why I'm not getting both the outputs? Because for Raj, I have written Delhi all in uppercase. But for Abdul, this D is in uppercase, ELHI in lowercase. So in SQL, data is case sensitive. That's why.
Okay,
is it clear?
Okay.
Yes.
Data is case sensitive, but not the platform, right?
Which SQL data is case sensitive?
Data is case sensitive, yes. But your reserved keywords, your table name, your column name, those are not case sensitive. This employee you can write in uppercase, you can write in lowercase, your wish. But this data, this is Delhi, HR, sales, Rajesh, these all are data. This is case sensitive. Now tell me one thing. If I will run this query like this, if I will execute this, what will be the output?
Undefined.
Nothing.
Undefined.
No data.
No data.
No data. No data. Why? Why there is no data?
Semantics.
Sorry, why there is no data?
There is no format which is written in that.
Yeah, no semantics.
We don't have any record where Delhi is in all lowercase. Please check. Do you have any record where Delhi is in all lowercase?
No.
No. That is why engine is telling that there is no data. So this again proves that your data is case sensitive. Is it clear?
Yes. Yeah, in some organization there are hundreds of people, sir, and they all might be belongs to Delhi. This program is created by you. Suddenly, manager asked me. Someone has created the program, and suddenly a manager asking me to remove, like pull out the details of Delhi employees. Some of them are written case sensitive, all are uppercase. Some of them are vice versa, like lower, and some of them are mixed Delhi. How should I pull out and identify that data?
That is what I'm about to tell you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So hope this scenario is clear. Data is case sensitive.
Yes.
Everyone, is it clear? Any question?
No, sir.
Okay. So now my manager is telling that Tanvir, once you are showing Raj and then you are showing Abdul, I want both the output in one table. Okay. So for that I told, okay, fine. So let me do something. Just check the output. Ignore the query, whatever I've written. Just check the output. Is this the correct output what my manager is looking for?
Yes, sir.
Ignore the query. Don't think that what query I have written. Just check the output. Is this what my manager is looking?
Yes, yes.
I got all the employees who are from Delhi.
Yes.
Let me insert one more record here for employee. And suppose he's also from Delhi, all lowercase, okay? So now we have Harry as well, which is all in lowercase. Now verify the output. You're getting Harry as well in the output?
Yes.
Is this clear? Any question?
Question means, you mentioned in the table uppercase, okay, sir, but also it is displaying lower Delhi.
That I have not told him. I have told you ignore the query.
Okay.
Ignore this query.
Okay.
Just check that output what your manager is asking, you got it or not.
Yes.
I have
Yes.
not told anything about upper watches and support. Is this what your manager is looking for?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now the question is what this upper is doing here, how it is working, right?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So let's analyze this query. Which keyword will be executed first here?
From.
From will be executed first. What is the meaning of this from?
What we are looking for exactly.
From which table we want data, right?
Yes.
Okay. From which table you want data?
Employee.
Location. Employee.
Employee. So your engine will search for this employee table in the database, correct? It will make a copy of it. It will keep it in your temporary memory. Clear so far?
Yes.
Yeah.
Round task is over.
Yes.
Any questions so far?
No.
No.
No. After from which keyword?
Where?
Where? So engine will pick this where keyword now. Okay. Where is known as filter in SQL world. If someone will ask you Tell me the keyword which performs the filtering task. The answer should be where. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
The moment your engine will see that you have written where, your engine will understand that I have to apply some filter. Okay. Then your engine will check the next keyword. What is the next keyword?
Upper.
Upper. Then engine will understand that I have to convert the data in uppercase. This is the meaning of upper. To convert data in uppercase. Then engine will proceed further. You have mentioned location. So engine will understand that, oh, user wants me to convert the data of location column in uppercase. Okay. User is asking me to convert the location column data in uppercase. So check it. Is the location column data converted all in uppercase? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So this will be performed by the engine internally. You will not be seeing what engine is doing all those things. So what is the function of upper location? Is this clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is the function? It will just convert the data of that column all in uppercase. Hope it is clear so far?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Then after that, what you have written? Equals Delhi. Okay. This Delhi is all in uppercase.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now the meaning of this is you are telling SQL engine to first of all convert the location data in uppercase. It has converted. Then you are telling compare this with which value?
Delhi.
Compare with uppercase Delhi.
Good. Uppercase Delhi, right? Okay. Now tell me, is this equal to Delhi?
Yes.
Yes, it will highlight this. Is this equal to Delhi?
No.
No. Is this equal to Delhi?
No.
No.
You see, always your engine will go row by row. Each and every row it will scan. Is this equal to Delhi? No.
No.
Is this equal to Delhi? No.
No.
Is this equal to Delhi? Yes.
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 Is this equal to Delhi? No. Is this
No.
equal to Delhi? No. Is this equal to Delhi? No.
No.
Is this equal to Delhi? No.
Yes.
This is equal to Delhi. Yes. So far, any question?
No.
No.
So far, is it clear to everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
After
uh,
that,
Tanvir, I have one question. If you
yeah,
change if you change this file number in the proper way of Delhi, so in that case, you will have to change proper instead of upper in the query, I think.
proper you are telling.
You have written select from employee where upper location is equal to Delhi, but if you change this file in the proper way, if you put first letter is capital and rest of the other words is in the small letter, so in that case you will change upper proper instead of upper in your query.
No, 1 minute. In this query, tell me what modification you want. Select a star from employee. After this, what you want me to write? Tell me.
If you change where you have written where upper location is equal to Delhi in the uppercase. Delhi is equal to in the uppercase. But
no, 1 minute, 1 minute. Shall I write upper here?
Yeah.
Okay. Shall I write location here?
Yeah, location.
Equals then.
Now, if you write Delhi,
Okay.
D is in the proper case, not in uppercase.
Like first alphabet is only capital Delhi D and remaining all are small.
This is what telling?
Yes.
Yeah.
So in that case, I think upper is written after where, so it will be changing.
That is what I'm explaining. Let me complete this first. I have not completed this.
Okay.
Okay, then I will come to this. I will show you if you write this proper case, if you write lower case, if you write mixed case, then what will happen. Let me complete this one first, okay?
Sure.
Okay, let me complete, then you will understand this one automatically.
Okay, sure.
Fine. Okay. So far, is it clear what I taught?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now your engine will announce that, okay, this record is fulfilling this filter condition. Clear?
Yes.
Now this record is coming from this record. You agree?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me highlight this. This record is coming from this record. You agree?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. This record is coming from which record? From this record.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
So far, any question?
Yeah.
Clear?
Yes.
So now then finally your engine will, this filtering is done now. Guys, please go on mute everyone. Let me mute all. Okay. Now this filter part is done.
Yeah.
Okay. After where which clause you will execute?
Upper.
Upper we have done, no? In where we
Select,
have
select.
done the upper. Select, right? Select. Select what you have written.
Select star.
Asterisk.
What is the meaning of a star or asterisk?
All column.
All columns.
All columns. You want all the columns, correct? Okay. What all records you finally selected?
Delhi records.
This
Raj.
one. And then this one.
3.
And then this one. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now check this output. Are this both the same output?
Yes.
So you understood how this upper keyword works. Now you can ask question if you have any.
Like previous one of them asked uppercase is D and remaining E L H I. Can I ask that question or you will teach later?
Let me explain that now.
Okay.
Now I think Wasim asked, right? Wasim, you asked that, Tanvir, okay, if I will write if I will write in this way, then what will happen? Correct?
Yeah.
Then what will happen? I want you guys to analyze this. First of all, from keyword will be executed, right? So you will get this table, correct? Let me change the color of this. Okay. After from which keyword you will execute?
Where?
Where what you have written?
Upper.
Location, right? Okay. Let me make it upper location. Upper location. So far clear?
Yeah.
After this, what you are trying to do?
Select.
No. Comparison you have not done.
Comparison.
Compare it. We'll compare this with which one? This one?
Delhi.
Yeah.
Is this Delhi same as this Delhi?
Oh, no.
No.
Is this same as this? No.
No.
Is this same as this? Is
No.
this same as
No.
this? Is
No.
this same as this? Is this same
No.
as this?
No.
No. Is this same as this?
No.
What will be the output?
Zero.
No,
Nothing.
no data found.
No data found.
So, as per my analysis,
1 minute. Let me complete this first of all. Please verify the output. Is this clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, any other question?
So we are
Question
modifying
means
just one query. We are modifying this temporarily to match to our requirement, right? We are modifying
Correct.
right
Mhm.
the data set. Is
Hmm.
this not a step extra? Like I'm just asking, like what is the simpler
Hmm.
way? Like you can use. I mean, you'll come to, of course, you'll come to it, but just asking.
Oh,
If you can
this is the way. If you want to search case insensitive search, you have to use this upper keyword. This is what you have to use. And I agree, this is an extra burden for the engine. You are correct. But you have to do this task.
Okay, can't we use in keyword?
Okay. In, I will explain in tomorrow, but you cannot use in. I will tell you the reason tomorrow. Okay.
Tanvir, I have a
1
question.
minute.
If
Okay.
we-
1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute, guys. Everyone, 1 minute. So it is almost 9. This upper topic is not over. A few more concepts is pending. We will discuss it tomorrow. Those who wants to drop, you can drop. I will not teach any new concept. If you have any question, you can stay on call.
Tanvir, one question for this side. So if I replace upper after where it has written, if I write proper, so would it be working? I think it
You
will
want to write proper, right?
If I replace proper.
Is this you're telling?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think you are thinking from Excel perspective, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't. It doesn't work here because this is not the reserved keyword of SQL engine.
Okay.
So Tanvir, if we use lower and but it will also not match because the first letter of the
Lower,
alphabet.
I have not taught now, so I don't
Okay.
want to discuss on it.
Okay.
So,
So
not lower, but previously you Delhi completely you mentioned capital and it displayed the output, and also you mentioned
Correct.
Delhi small, everything all small, but also it taken the same output. Either it should be completely capital, either it should be completely normal like lower, right? To get the output.
No, completely
Delhi you
lower.
have
I have
written in
not.
58 section.
This one you're
That one
telling.
I'm talking about. Yes, please get the output for it once. Yes, it's shown the output. Even you put all or lowercase. Delhi, we have not written in in very first program. Nowhere it is written in small letters. But also it taken the output.
But are you getting uppercase Delhi here?
No, not uppercase.
So that is the question, no? That you have to write a query in such a way that you should get all the Delhi, whether it is in uppercase, lowercase, or mixed case. That is the question.
Then we're dropping off. You won't cover anything else.
If you want to drop, yeah, you can drop, not an issue.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Any other question?
Yeah, a question, no question, but yesterday what you thought I created a program, but it is showing multiple times the same repeated numbers. I have doubt where is my mistake. Will you teach now or
You should
tomorrow?
share the screenshot on my personal window WhatsApp. I think what you are doing now, you are running the same query again and again. Means if you are inserting a value,
Shall I
so again you are
just for a minute? Shall I put in your WhatsApp search? Will you copy paste here and display it?
yeah, paste on WhatsApp. I will look into that.
Yes. I just
Meanwhile,
practiced the program. Yeah.
Not an issue. Meanwhile, anyone, if you have any question, tell me.
Anur, what about the yesterday task? You said we'll discuss, but
that is what I told. Like many they joined late yesterday. Okay.
I know.
So I
am
want everyone to work on that assignment today, and tomorrow I will start the class with that discussion. And
Okay.
I will give few assignment questions today on as well on this topic discussion.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll start tomorrow on that. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So there is nothing much you're covering, right? I can drop off, right?
You can drop. Now I will not cover any new topic.
Okay. Cool. Thank you. Yeah.
No problem. Bye.
Sir,
Thanks, guys.
Sir, I sent you the program.
Yeah. Someone is asking SP Chaudhary. Yeah, please tell me what you're asking.
Sir, are you sharing the recording on WhatsApp group or any other?
Yeah. We have shared yesterday. No, I think yesterday Firdaus has shared the recording on WhatsApp group. So for few, like today as well, it will be public only. She will be sharing the recording. Within 12, we will share it. And the link, you just have to click on the link. That's all.
Okay.
Is that what you're asking or something different?
Yeah. No, I thought that you will share the on OneDrive or something like that. That's
No,
why.
actually earlier we used to share on Drive. Okay, I know many will ask the same question. But what happened, because of some reason that Google Drive was crashed. It happened in the previous batches. So from then we stopped using Google Drive. We lost all the data. Then we moved to YouTube. You will be having one playlist link. You can use that playlist. In that playlist, we will keep on adding the recordings. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
So yeah, Shashank, what you're telling? Tell me.
Yes, this program I just practice from my end, including all the different mode of values whichever you taught in step by step. I combined it and I try to take out in descending order. Names are in descending order, but multiple times it is showing the first value one Ashu, whereas multiple times it is showing the same.
Because no, what happened? Maybe this Ashu you have you have run this query multiple times. That is the multiple times Ashu might have inserted in the table. That is why it is coming. You see, I will run everything once only. You see in front of you, I have selected all. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm clicking on run once only. Okay, this employee is already there. No, that is why it is throwing error. This is 1 minute. Let me delete that. Ignore this code what I am writing. Okay, ignore this one. Let me delete it. No. You see this create and all those things still insert. I will run only once. Okay, done. Now
Yes.
check the output. I am running this select the staff from employee order by name descending. Please verify the output. Is this clear?
Yeah. Yes, it's clear.
So what I
descending.
think you are doing, you are running it multiple times. Maybe you
Yes,
see
yes.
if I will by mistake if I will run this again. Okay, again new set of record will be inserted. Again it is inserted. Now you will see duplicate record here. Let me show you this. Now see, Tanvir is duplicate, size duplicate,
Yes,
Rajesh
like this only I got multiple times because I inserted and checked multiple times.
multiple times. That is why, yeah.
How to pull out this duplicate before taking out output? How to pull out what if I run multiple times insert? How to identify and pull out it to clear this multiple inserts?
Okay. In that case, what you do know, you run this command drop table and your table name. Okay. So what will happen? All the records will be deleted.
Okay, it doesn't affect my program.
No, it will not affect. Only the table data will be deleted. Now you see if I will show data in this table. Now you don't have any data in this table. Table is not there. Table will be deleted. Now again run this query. So now in a fresh, it will insert fresh set of records.
Right.
Okay. There will be no duplicate.
So my program is correct.
Program is correct. Very good. Perfect. You have written this is very perfect. Good program.
I have taken out like ID department, ID location, ID name also
good.
separately.
Good. Combination you have taken. Very good. Perfect. Like this, you have to do some exercises. Very good. You will see the difference within 1 week, Shashank. I think you are from non-technical. We have connected yesterday, right, Shashank?
Yes, sir. Non-technical, zero knowledge. I have.
No, don't worry. Zero knowledge. Why you are telling zero knowledge? Zero knowledge in software.
No.
Maybe,
After you
right?
taught me, I created my own program. Not even taken 15 minutes of time to create this.
Great. Okay. Any other question, anyone?
No, sir.
Okay. Fine then, guys. Yeah, tell me.
The data that we are inserting, the data will be in case sensitive, right?
Data is case sensitive. You see, data case sensitive means this one, this name, this is data, this is case sensitive. Department, this is case sensitive. This location, these all are case sensitive. That is what we have shown you here. If I will write location in a, like if I have written this location like this, I'm getting only uppercase Delhi in the output, right?
But my
I think I deleted it.
Table names and column names and reserved keywords, these are not case sensitive.
That is not case sensitive. You can write it in this table name employee. You can write in uppercase, lowercase, yourcase. That is not a problem.
Column names also.
Column names also, yes. Except data. What all things we have? Table name, column name, reserved keyword. You write in whatever manner you want. You give it a try today. There will be no error message. It will work.
Sir, last
Okay.
question. Delhi in capital and Delhi in small. Some of the values you have given, Delhi capital, Delhi small in programming. If I want Delhi capital and Delhi small at a time, can I do that?
That is what I shown you here. No, you see this. If I will run, I am getting both at a time. Oh, I think I inserted. I deleted all the records now.
Oh, that's okay. I recognized it. Okay, I rewind it. That's
yeah.
You thought already.
Yeah. Okay. Fine then, guys. We will connect tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.